to my channel. So today I thought that I'd do a throwback tag because my get to know me tag was quite good and got quite good sort of like comments on it, so I thought I'd do a throwback tag so you can get to know me even more, but you can get to know my side that is just way back 20 years ago, 15 years ago, what it was. So just want to point out that this is not real. This is just a look that I'm going for at the moment. Also, these two spots have their own postcodes, so if you want to send them a letter, just give me a, send me a message and I'll give you their address. Anyway, so I thought I'd do a throwback tag, so let's get to the throwback. So I went online, like I did in my get to know me tag, and found some questions for a throwback. I'm not going to answer all of them because I don't have answers for all of them. Like one says show a clip of when you were little, and I actually don't have any videos. I have pictures of myself when I was younger, but that is about it. So, What year were you born? I was born in 1996, 10th of November 1996. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. Yes, I do. So I have my 3 photo albums. So this is one of me in a box. Here's me in a box. So I don't know. I was in primary school because I remember that t-shirt being my primary school t-shirt. So it would have either been, I probably would have been around 5 or 6 then, maybe. Because I can't remember if it was infants or juniors. There are quite a few in here that I absolutely love. Let me see if I can find a younger picture of me. I've got pictures from a birthday party. So here are pictures from one of my birthday parties. This is me here. This is my friend Lowry that I spoke about in my get to know me tag. And then there's some others there. What else is there? This is me with a tooth missing. And here it is again. Obviously my family were really proud that I've lost a tooth. Some families are proud of other things. I lost a tooth. Here is the picture that shows I was always destined to be a queen. Just saying. What else have I got? This is my favourite photo album. So this has got when I was a baby. So when I first open it, I have these 2 pictures, which I think are so adorable. I actually love them. And then you got the general bath pictures, haven't you? What else was there? There was, oh, and then there's this one where I'm on a donkey at the beach. Cute. So those are some pictures of me when I was younger. I'm going to your head. Okay, question number 3. Why have we gone dark all of a sudden? We've gone dark. We've got a different ambience. I don't know. So question number 3 was, what TV shows did you grow up watching? I watched all those shows, those 90s shows, so I know they're still around, but they're different now. So it'd be Teletubbies, but Teletubbies changed. The Tweenies, Dora the Explorer. And then as I got older, you watched Disney Channel, so I'd watch Hannah Montana, Sweet Life on Deck, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, all those sort of things. And then iCarly, Victorious, the older I got. And then actually I went through a phase of watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer when I was little. My sister used to watch that as well, so I think I probably got it from there. Number 4, what did you want to be when you grew up, and do you still want to be that? So I always wanted to be a teacher, and then I think I wanted to be a teacher all through high school. No, I wanted to be a teacher all through primary school. Then when I got to high school, I wanted to become a singer and be in a rock band. And I was in a band. But they're school, we created it. So me and my other friends, Tom and all that, we created a band. And then that just fizzled off. And then I think it was one time in sociology in my A-levels, so in sixth form, where it was when we were applying for university, and I was like, I still don't know what I want to be, and we did something to do with crime, and I was like, I want to be a lawyer. I want to do law. And I was like, and I came home and told everyone, and I was just like, I'm going to apply to do law in university, and that's what I'm doing now. And I'm in my second year. Like, I don't know if I'll make it to my third year because it's not going well, but we can hope, you know. Pray for me, guys. I need you to pray for me. So yeah, I wanted to be a teacher. Obviously I wanted to be a princess as well, because who doesn't want to be a princess? But I am obviously a queen, so just saying. No, yeah, so I always wanted to be a teacher. I think I said that so many times. What were your favourite toys to play with? So I had a like plastic house that you'd put outside, and you could go in that, and you know, one of those like toy houses that were big enough for you when you were little. I also had, it was, oh, there's a fly in here, and there's a fly in here somewhere. I also had this, it was like a toy, and I think you can still get them now in like vintage toy shops, and what it was all spiky and pushed together, and then when you pulled it, it made itself into like a ball. Oh, I can't explain it. If I could find a picture of it, I would show, but I can't explain it. What else did I have? Gosh, it's so long ago, I cannot remember anything, literally. I actually don't know. I think I just had an assortment of toys that I was obsessed with. I do remember one Christmas getting a house, a toy house, like it was a Barbie toy house, and it used to sing and everything, but it was like a four-story house, like toy house, and it was like the best thing ever. I loved it. I thought it was real and everything. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? Weeing myself in infant school. Is that embarrassing enough? I feel like every kid did that. I feel like every child has weed themselves at some point in school. It's like, you know, you've probably all called your teacher mum at some point. So I think probably weeing myself. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. What does this question mean, like children's songs or like normal songs? Because my dad's a DJ. So of course I listen to all sorts of songs, you know, like, I don't know, it's gonna sound weird, but as a kid I loved to listen to Drowning Pool, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I don't have 3, and you know, there are a lot of Welsh songs that I hear now that I remember that I liked as a child, and there's a lot of like religious songs. I didn't go to a religious school, but I think in infant school you always had you have assembly, and you do the Lord's Prayer and all that in assembly, and that's just the thing you do in infant school and primary school. I don't know if that's changed now. I know that stopped happening in secondary school. I think all we did was say a prayer, but it wouldn't be the Lord's Prayer. I think the only time I've ever said a proper prayer in secondary school is the Christmas Carol concert in the church. So those are probably Drowning Pool. I'm just going to say Drowning Pool. I can't think of 3. Why are you asking me for 3? What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? See, this is going to sound really sad, but I wasn't into Halloween as a kid. I mean, I absolutely love it now. Like, I'm Halloween mad. But that's because I've got an obsession with ghosts and spirits and the dead, you know. I don't actually remember dressing up as anything for Halloween. I had princess costumes. I don't know, I'd probably have to ask. But I genuinely don't remember doing anything for Halloween at all. Like, I don't remember going trick-or-treating or anything. That might sound sad to some people, but I was like, you know, it was cold, so I never wanted to do anything. And I'm like that now. Like, I don't want to go out if it's cold. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Do baby teeth count? Baby teeth are special, aren't they? I've kept baby teeth. I've got baby teeth in here in my photo album. There's baby teeth in there. That's special for some people, maybe weird for others. What was something weird you used to do as a child? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, well, what was a weird thing I did as a child? I mean, I don't think it's weird per se, but my dad used to put me in a bouncy chair in front of the TV. Look, we've just gone light! My dad used to put me in a bouncy chair in front of the TV when the football was on, and I'd go mad because I loved football as a baby. I'd never sleep in my cot, I'd always sleep on my dad's chest. I loved chipsticks, salt and vinegar chipsticks. I still love salt and vinegar chipsticks now, they are amazing. I'm just saying. Bloody love them. Bloody love them. I think that's about it. I don't have anything weird that I can remember doing. I do remember once doing a seance. And I was probably about 8. How weird is that? How did I know to do a seance at 8? To me that's just weird. I wouldn't do them now, I'm bloody terrified of them. And Ouija boards. No. What? No, I don't even like looking at them. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? I don't know. Scary things are like losing your parents in the shop when you're little, I think, or when I got chased by a Labrador. I think that's what sparked my fear of dogs, kind of. What else was there? I don't know. Not really. Don't really have any fears from when I was little. I think when you're little you don't fear as much as you do. When you think about it now, you're just like, why wasn't I scared of that? Because I'd be scared of that now. But as a child I think you're so innocent, you don't realise that it's scary really, unless someone tells you that it is. I don't know. Finally, how is the world now different from how it was when you were a child? I say this practically every day to everyone and people that are my age. Like, kids and teenagers, not all, there are handfuls of kids and teenagers that you see nowadays that act completely different to how I would have acted. I never would have had the audacity or the cheek to speak to people how I do now, and how some kids treat the police now is disgusting. There is a lack of respect for authority, I think, now, and it wasn't such a big thing, you know. People weren't as disrespectful to like the police and stuff like that as they are now, and I don't know where this has come from. And all these bloody things like cash me outside, how about that, and bloody dabbing, you know, I never would have done that as a child. I think, I don't even know, I think, you know, Soldier Boy was the dance when we were younger, which I can still dance to, by the way, just saying. There are distinct differences from when I was little to how people are little now. There is a different attitude in the younger generation now than when I was younger, definitely. A lack of manners, I think, in some. But then when I was younger, social media wasn't a massive thing, you know. I don't think Facebook existed when I was younger. How old's Facebook? I'm 20. Someone tell me how old Facebook is, because I didn't have Facebook then, and there are kids that've got Facebook now at like 10, and I'm just like, mate, you're not meant to have Facebook. Okay? Live your life as a child. Don't get so roped in, or they've got Snapchat and stuff like that. It is just so different. The advance in technology now influences the generations now. I think that's one of the biggest differences from when I was a child to children now. It's so different, and it makes me feel old saying that, but even at 20 I can see the massive difference how people are now to when I was little. Even as a teenager, when I was like 15, I never would have acted like how they act now sometimes. Certain teenagers, not every teenager, because I've met some crackers, like absolute, you know, amazing people. Okay guys, so that is the final question, and that is my throwback tag. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me when I was younger. There's not a lot to know, really, and I think I went through every question. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends and family. Join me again for another video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.